Okay, we have looked at trigonometric ratios for a particular angle. Now let's also see how these angles are measured, right? So measuring angles. Take this line segment. Now if we catch hold of this and rotate it one full circle, right? So it forms a complete circle, isn't it? Okay, let me very roughly draw a circle, right? Not a very good circle, but I think you get the idea. Now this complete circle, when it covers, it comes back to its own original position. Okay, now this is shown like this, and this can be given the name alpha. So this is angle alpha. Now this is treated as 360 degree, right? A complete circle is treated as a 360 degree angle. This is read as degree. Now why 360 degree? It goes a long time back to Babylonians, right? They divided the circle, and the most common reason that is given why they chose 360 degree is because an year is made up of 365 days and the nearest round figure is 360. Okay, so to us it really doesn't matter why. So it is treated as a 360 degree, a complete circle. Now this circle can be divided into smaller parts. So let me remove this circle. Now let me remove this. Okay, complete circle. So which means if we come here, how much is it? This part. Now remember, this is like a half circle. So which means now this would be, now let me remove this, half of 360. So 180 degree half circle, or we can also call it as a straight angle. Okay, now let's take it like this. What happens if this is a right angle? Now remember, right angle, we know it is 90 degree, but otherwise also it is half of this, right? Half of a half circle. So which means it has to be half of 180 degree. So which means 90 degree is a right angle. Okay, so now we have 360 degree, 180 degree, 90 degree. Now we have seen one full circle, half circle and quarter circle. So what about 3/4, right? That is this. As I mentioned, it will be 3/4 of 360 degree, or half circle plus a right angle. So which means this would be 270 degree, right? 3/4 circle. Okay, now let me draw a circle. Okay, so we have this circle. Let's say, so this is 0 degree to begin with. This would be 90 degree, this would be 180 degree, this would be 270 degree, right? Now let's divide this again. Let's divide this. So now how much would this be? This would be 45 degree. This would be between 90 and 80, 135 degree. This would be how much? Between 180 and 270. So 180 plus 45 is 225 degree, 315 degree. Okay, now what we are going to do is create some specific angles 30 degree. So think of it like this. This is 0 degree. If complete circle is completed, 360 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. After 90 degree plus 30, so 120 degree plus 15, then again plus 15, so plus 15 is 150 degree, 180 degree, 180 degree plus 30 degree, so 210 degree, 225 plus 15, 240 degree, 240 plus 30, 270, 270 plus 30 is 310 degree, plus 15 is 315 degree, 315 plus 15 is 330 degree. Okay, so it may not be very accurate, that's not the point. Now let's see some additional things. Okay, now this is 90 degree. So the angles formed within this 90 degree is called acute angle. So let's focus only on acute angles first. So what the measurement goes is, the complete circle is 360 degree, and this entire thing is divided into, entire circle is divided into 360 degrees. Each degree, so 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. This is not your time minutes, it is the measurement for unit of measurement. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Now this, remember, these minutes and seconds are not time related, although they look very similar. So we can write 35 degree, 50 minutes, 6 seconds. If you are familiar with the term from geography, longitudes and latitudes are represented just like this. Longitude, not longitude, longitude. Longitudes and latitudes are written in this form. Okay, so this is one way in which angles are measured. The other way is using something called as radiance, and this is radiance. Now what's a radian? If you look at a circle, right, it will have a radius. So let's say R. If we cover the radius distance on this circumference, right, if we cover the same distance r, then the angle formed is radian. So let's say r. So alpha. So alpha is equal to 1 radian. Just remember that radian is that measure of an angle where the radius and the arc length is the same. Okay. So how does this help us? Or why did they come out with this kind of measurement? Because degrees, one reason is the degrees are, there are 360 degrees. Why? Right? There is no hard and fast rule why we should have 360 degrees. Why we can't have 100 degrees per circle. Right? For everything else we have measurements based on metric system. Right? 10 kilometer, 10 liter, 100 liter, multiples of 10. So why not 100 degrees? Actually, there is, for this one, there is called gradient, which is not very commonly used. Commonly used are degrees and radians. The advantage of using radians is in a topic like calculus, the calculations become very easy, right? And another important reason is that there is a specific rule based on which we arrive at this radian. Whereas in case of degrees, 360 degree, there is no specific, hard and fast rule. It says that it has to be 360. It can be anything. But here, there is a formula. How does it work in radians? Remember, one circle is equal to 360 degree. 2 pi radians, right? 2 pi radians. How? Remember, your circle is, the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, isn't it? So 2 pi into radius. So if we are talking of a unit circle, now what's a unit circle? Unit circle is where we say that the radius is 1. Now it doesn't matter what 1. It could be 1 meter, 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 kilometer. It doesn't matter. What we mean is 1. Okay. So which means a straight line will be what? What is the angle of a straight line? Or straight angle rather than line. Straight angle is what? 180 degree. Right? Remember, we divided 360 by 180 by 2 to get 180 degrees. So similarly, 2 pi by 2. So which is pi. So 180 degree by 180 degree is equal to a pi radian. Use a technique to see how to convert from one to the other. Now 180 degree is equal to pi radians. So 1 degree is equal to what? Pi by 180, isn't it? So which means x degree is equal to what? Pi by 180 into x. Pi by 180 into x. This is the formula to convert from degree to radians. So 180 degree equal to pi. 1 degree is equal to pi by 180. So x degree is equal to pi by 180 into x radians. Okay. Now what about the other way around? Other way around, we just write it like this. Pi is equal to 180 degree. Pi radians. So 1 radian is equal to what? 180 by pi. So x radians is equal to what? 180 by pi 180 by pi into x degrees. This is radians to degrees. Let's very quickly do some. So convert to degrees. So pi by 3, we have to convert it into. Don't try to mug up. Yes, don't try to learn it by heart. So pi by 3, this pi should disappear, isn't it? See, usually in radians you will have a pi. So pi should disappear. So which means that denominator should have pi. So if denominator has to have pi, the numerator has to be 180. See here, radians to degrees is what? 180 by pi into x degree. Okay, this is the first one. So now what do we do? Pi gets cancelled. 360, so 60 degree. Yes. Similarly, 2 pi, either you know that 2 pi is 360, or you just remember you have to get this pi disappeared, right? So denominator has to be pi, so above will be 180. So pi goes, 180 into 2 is 360. 5 pi by 3 into, again pi you want it to disappear, so 180. 360, 5 6 are 30, so 300 degree. Got it? Now let's do the other way around. We want to convert 135 degree. Yes. Now in this case you want pi to appear, isn't it? So pi by, so which means the other, in this case numerator has to be pi, denominator will be 180 into 135. Okay, now simplify it. 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35, 5 3s are 15, 5 6 are 30, 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36. So this is 3 pi by 4. Let's do another one. 150 degree. Now here we want pi. So pi by 180 into 150. 5 3 6 are 18, 3 5s are 15. So 5 pi by 6. Okay, 41 by 22 pi. We want to convert it into degrees. So here pi should disappear. So 41 by 22 pi into pi 180. So pi disappears. Now simplify it. 2 11s, 2 90s. Right? So 9 1s are 9, 9 4s are 36 by 11. 11 3s are 33, 39, 11 3s are 33, 60, 11 5s are 55. 0.5 is remaining. So 11 4s are 44, 6. Okay, something. 3600 degree is equal to how many pi? This can be written as 360 into 10 degrees, right? 360 we know 2 pi into 10. So which means 20 pi. Yes. So now practice it. you will require this will be really required, when we go to calculus. So the better you are. See, most of the people, students struggle in higher mathematics because their basics are not strong. So the more you become comfortable with these topics, the easier it will become for you in higher classes. Okay, so bye for now.